What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Dallas Daily Show, coming at you from the Neighborhood Loan Studio here in St. Louis, Missouri. So glad to have you here. Today's topic, winning game plan, part 4. Let's get into it. All right, so this entire week we have been talking about this idea of winning game plan. I felt in my own life for a long time that I was losing at life. I talked to you about my depression. I talked to you about my anxiety. I was losing at life, and I knew I wanted to win at it. And so how did I go from losing to winning? The sports-minded guy in me says, I need a game plan to score my days, to win my days. And how do I do it? Specifically, I have a winning game plan that if I grow in 4 areas of my life every day, and we've been talking about them each day this week: insight, imagination, intention, and impact. Today we're going to be talking specifically about this idea of intention. And when I do that, I overcome the 4 fail factors. So again, 4 I's is the winning game plan to overcome the 4 fail factors of a losing life. Fatigue, when you're just worn down by all of it. Anxiety, when your imagination is directed at all the wrong possible outcomes and you are building those outcomes into your world. Identity, which we'll talk a little bit about today. And then lack of accountability, when you're in isolation, when you're in solitude, when you're alone. You're easy pickings for bad wiring, bad thinking, bad thoughts, and even just to be picked off in every area of life. So fatigue, anxiety, identity, and lack of accountability, those are the 4 fail factors, but we overcome them through the 4 I's. Insight, imagination, intention, and impact. So let's talk about this idea of intention for the rest of our time together today. Intention's a big word. You hear intention regularly from people, and they'll say, "Well, you've got to have good intention. You've got to set your intention right." Every mindset coach, every philosopher, every self-help guru, I've seen it in all the books. They talk about this idea of set an intention, fulfill your intention, do the thing, right? I think we have a little bit of a skewed view of that because usually it's like, well, I intend to do this. We use this intention of, I intend to do this. But when we simply intend to do something, we are setting our will toward it, but we're only getting about half of that done. So intention is actually 2 parts. There's 2 elements to intention that you have to get in place. It's not only the will, it is the action. So will plus action is actual intention. I'm going to say that again for you, okay? Will plus action is actual intention. So many people go, well, I want to do this and I want to do that and I intend to do that and boy, I'd love to do that. And people create their bucket lists, right, of everything they want to accomplish, but they don't actually get to it because they never apply the action step to the idea. So one of the things that can occur in this, especially in our identity, is if we overpromise ourselves. I promise I'm going to do this. I'm going to set this new habit. I'm going to adopt this new part of my lifestyle. And it's just, we actually tell ourselves over and over and over again, I will do the X, but then we don't. We're actually hurting our own personal identity because we're breaking our promise to ourselves. How many times have you broken a promise to yourself? Maybe a New Year's resolution? Sure. Or maybe you started like I'm going to get on this program and I'm going to follow it through and it's 12 weeks and 3 weeks in you're cooking and by 4 weeks in you're not cooking anymore. How often has that happened to you? How often did you intend to read a book and you didn't finish it? You got 4 or 5 chapters in. You said, I'm going to do the 75 hard. I'm going to go for a walk every day. I'm going to read 10 pages a day. I'm going to, and it doesn't happen. We've overpromised ourselves. And are we at all surprised when after overpromising and underdelivering, that our identity actually we can't even trust anymore? And I would like to propose to you the idea that if instead we quit trying these big, massive intentions of I will do this and not following through, what if we just started micro intentions and we actually started doing it and we began to earn trust momentum with ourselves? What might that do for our identity? So I told you earlier, the formula is will plus action for an intention. So take that word, I intend to, and I take action on, intend, action, intention. Will plus action. Will alone won't change you, right? You've heard me say this in the past. Motivation will excite you, inspiration will ignite you, but it is a commitment to consistency that will ultimately transform you. Let me say that one again for you. Motivation will excite you. Inspiration will ignite you, but it is a commitment to consistency that will ultimately transform you. Micro intention, will plus action. If you start to do a little bit, you begin to build positive momentum, little moments by moment by moment by moment, momentum in your world. That's what happens when you actually fulfill your intention, will plus action. So here's what I want you to do today. I've been talking to you this whole week about going to the website, dallasdailyshow.com, and downloading the positive play call cards, okay? These are little like daily prescription things. You can you print up a single sheet. There's 5 cards. There's a little template one here for you, but there's like 5 cards on there. And on here, what you can do is you cut them up. You can use them as little bookmarks. I use mine as bookmarks. I put them on the mirror in my bathroom. I've put them on the dashboard of my car. They're on my desk sometime, kind of taped to my monitor. And all they are is they're little daily reminders that are helping me with micro mindset changes. Micro mindset every day. So here's what you're going to use your positive play call for today. You're going to cut up a piece for yourself, and you're going to use this. You're going to write down intention equals will plus action. You want that daily reminder that it is the full commitment and fulfillment of that. So intention equals will plus action. That's what you're going to write on your positive play call for today. Put it somewhere where you can see it. That's all I got for you today. Tomorrow, guys, we're going to go into the 4th part, which is impact. So we've covered insight, that you would learn something new every day and grow in the revelation of that. Imagination of who you are and what is possible for you. Intention, that your will would align with your action to build an identity that is unstoppable. And tomorrow we're going to talk about impact of changing the world around you. Until then, my friends, go out there, have a championship day.
Thanks for listening to my dad's podcast. For more tools, go to dallasdailyshow.com. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.